Hello and welcome to Tiny Marketing. I'm Sarah Noah Block and I teach small marketing departments that are tired of feeling overwhelmed and under-resourced how to build and manage effective and efficient marketing strategies that work for them. Get ready, it's time to dig in and get a big impact with your tiny team. Hey friends, it's Sarah Noel Block and you're listening to Tiny Marketing. And today I'm going to be talking about something that is near and dear to my heart. This is a solo episode. It's a rarity. You get one-on-one time with me. We're going to be talking about creating consistent content and how to really set yourself up for success, because I understand where you're coming from. And I understand that it can be overwhelming and you can get burned out trying to constantly show up and add value for your audience. And that's on top of wearing a million different hats as a small marketing department or a solopreneur or an entrepreneur. It's really hard. And I get it. Years ago, I was searching for resources on how to do this too. I wanted a simple, straightforward way to consistently show up for my audience and add value. I ended up creating my content planning bundle based on what I wish I had back then. And very soon, I'm going to be releasing it for you, making it available to everyone who needs it. It's called the DIY Content Planning Bundle, and it will be released December 5th, so keep an eye out for that. And I'm excited about it, but let's talk a little bit about it. This bundle will allow you to finally know exactly what content to create. It'll give you a system to repurpose your content so it goes further. You'll understand your customers and what they want to hear about. I survey my audience a lot, and one thing that I hear from them consistently is they don't know what to talk about. The ideation is where things really get jumbled up. What does my audience want to know about? And what do they care about? How do I differentiate myself from the millions of competitors who are doing exactly what I do? And this DIY content planning bundle, it will help you with all of that. Even if you've never built a content strategy before, or you don't have a content platform like a podcast, a blog, a YouTube channel, that's okay. This is going to make lead generation through content planning or content marketing so much simpler and faster for you. The reason I'm so passionate about sharing about this is because I know what it feels like to scramble for content ideas, create content by the seat of my pants or not at all, and feel overwhelmed with the idea of content marketing. So yes, I do my content marketing for clients, but when I first started my business, I was working full-time for the man, and I had to somehow build my personal brand so I could get clients. And then I had to also create the content marketing for my clients. And I had to do all of this while working 40 hours a week for someone else. And I know a lot of you are in the same position. You need to figure out how to create that personal brand when you don't have that much time. And you also have to do your client fulfillment. You have to be the accountant for your business. You have to be the salesperson for your business. You have to do it all. It's hard. My big why is that I want to show people how they can show up for their audience without the overwhelm and how to get started with content marketing, because you can do it. You really can. If I was able to, I started my live stream show when I was still working for the man. If I was able to do that and create my core piece of content and repurpose it so I can consistently show up, so can you. I'm not sure what your situation is today, but I want to ask you one question. Why do you want to show up for your audience and add value? Think about it for a second. Most likely there are reasons, and important reasons. Goals you want to achieve, things you want to do. And showing up as an expert in your industry is a means to that. So I want to know, what are some of your reasons for wanting to create consistent content? What is your ultimate goal? I know there's a big reason behind your plans, your dreams, and your ideas. It's not to grow your brand just for the sake of it. It's not so you reach 10K followers or whatever your goal happens to be. It's for something bigger. Maybe for you, it's the urge to genuinely help your audience solve their problem. What is it for you? Why? Really, why do you want to create consistent content? Let's talk about my method. I call it the core method for content creation. And it is the way that either small marketing departments, solopreneurs, or entrepreneurs with just a tiny team can create consistent content. So here it goes. Once a quarter, let's go real low key with it. And we're only creating one net new piece of content once a quarter. Anyone can have 1 hour a quarter to be able to dedicate to content marketing. So let's say you spend that 1 hour a quarter interviewing a influencer or a subject matter expert within your industry. Cool. So break that interview up into 3 different subjects, and let's say you have 4 or 5 different questions per subject. You can take that interview and slice and dice it. With this interview, you can slice and dice it into, let's see, 6 10-minute videos. That can feed a lot of content. And since we're doing it once a quarter and you have 6 10-minute videos, you can plan on releasing them every other week. Take those 10-minute videos and download the WAV file from them. Now you have a podcast episode that you can release on the off weeks that you're not releasing a video. Okay, awesome. What do you do next? Take that subject matter expert video and create a blog post or a long form pillar piece of content and write an article on that topic and take quotes from the video and insert them into the blog. Now you have written content to juice up your SEO. You'll also have written content through show notes pages for your podcast episodes and descriptions on your YouTube videos. Okay, so now what do we have? We spent 60 minutes once a quarter interviewing someone, and we have turned it into 13 pieces of content so far. What's next? Next, you'll want to take that content and you'll write emails for every single one of them. That gives you weekly emails every quarter to be able to share with your audience. Now, break each one of those content pieces into 3 different social media posts. Now, remember, on social media, they don't want you getting people to click off of the platform. So create 0-click content. That means creating social media posts inspired by what that video was about. And then you can repurpose the video content into a native video. You can use a tool like Descript to do that, and they will create TikTok style videos, reel videos, square videos that you could use on LinkedIn. There's a ton of different options, but it is platform native, which social media platforms favor, and that means the algorithm will favor and more people will see it. So let's see, we have 13 pieces of content right now and 3 pieces of social media from each of those. And let's do the math. Diddly dot. That means 39 social media posts are created from that. We also have 13 emails from that. So let's add that up. And we have 65 different pieces of content from that minimum, because we're not even including any TikTok videos that you have edited or Instagram posts that you've edited from that. So that's a minimum of 65 pieces of content. And that equates to about 5.5 pieces of content per week. That is more than enough to feed your weekdays of content. So remember the core method for all of my tiny teams and my entrepreneurs and my solopreneurs. You can do it, by spending 1 hour once a quarter on something net new, you can create something new every single day of your quarter. So consider using the tiny marketing method for content creation. And remember that our DIY content planning kit is coming out super soon. So look for that email. It is coming out December 5th, and you get a special deal for my birthday, which is December 14th. So purchase before then to get that special deal, and you'll be able to get that DIY content planning system. And so look in the show notes for that. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for joining Tiny Marketing. I help tiny marketing departments create consistent content that builds trust with your audience. Get 1 month of content in 1 week by visiting sarahnoelblock.com. And take what you learned today and apply it to your tiny marketing department to see the growth that you deserve. Don't forget to follow the podcast on your favorite podcast app. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to hit the subscribe button. We'll see you next time.